Welcome today to our online webinar for the Master of Engineering in Chemical Energy Engineering. I work with the Office of Distance Education here at Lehigh University, and today with Dr. Vince Grassi, we will be discussing our new online program, Masters of Engineering in Chemical Energy Engineering. So welcome, and again, thank you so much for taking the opportunity. We're going to discuss the program overview, the admissions, the curriculum, outcome, career opportunities, as well as taking questions afterwards. This will also be recorded for you to share with your colleagues, and you can go ahead and upload that when we send you the email. So for those folks who aren't familiar with Lehigh University, as you can see from this slide, we are located in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, a small community a short drive from New York City and Philadelphia. We are recognized among the nation's premier research universities. Our office, the Office of Distance Education, has been providing graduate programs and certificates for the last 30 years to individuals on a part-time basis in engineering, business, and science. Our academic excellence provides you accredited graduate degree programs, convenient and flexible course delivery. Lectures are archived for later viewing, and the best part is you get the same degree awarded to our on-campus students. There's nothing that differentiates the two. What we do at our office is work with as a liaison to the faculty as well as the student. And the convenient and flexible course delivery is provided on 2 learning platforms that we provide for our students. So you have access to these courses whether you're at home, traveling, business. And again, the lectures are archived for later viewing. Typically, the students have 6 years to complete a master's degree program, and our courses are offered on a 14-week semester schedule. More limited in the summertime, but we do have courses available to you. And typically, students take courses 1 to 2 per semester, dependent on the course availability, and they typically finish within 3 to 4 years. Now keep in mind, with a life-work balance, we want to make sure that the student has a positive experience and that we go ahead and we offer these courses that are available to you in a timely manner. And the fact that these lectures are archived for later viewing, you can go ahead and review those at a later time. All of our homework assignments, tests, exams, and finals are coordinated through our office. You would be responsible for a proctor that you would have to find either at your local community college or your work, business, or other organizations. And again, our office would broker that and be that liaison with the faculty member with regards to homework assignments and finals. We would offer those to you with scheduling, and so you're prepared. Everything is located on our portal, our student portal. So once you are a student in our program, you will have access to that portal where you would view the syllabus, any type of information regarding the course or the delivery. With that, you would also have your academic advisor. And in this case, for this particular program, Dr. Vince Grassi is your academic advisor. And he will be there to go ahead and not only provide information with regards to the program, but to help you understand as far as the curriculum or any opportunities that you may have to further and advance your degree with career, or even if you would have to go ahead and talk a little bit about courses that you've already taken and that you'd want to transfer into the program. Typically, we take in 9 credits that they could transfer in for another accredited institution. So without further ado, I would like to go ahead and introduce to you Dr. Vince Grassi. He is the academic program advisor for that program, and he will provide to you today, again, an overview of the program structure, the curriculum, admissions, and outcome. And then later on, we will go ahead and have an opportunity for Q&A, and we'd be more than happy to go ahead and have any questions. We would answer them live today. Thank you. Vince?
Thank you, Lisa. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone on this webinar. I say that because that's the advantage of distance education. You can pretty much do these programs in whatever time zone, whatever time is really appropriate to you. With that said, these courses are basically the same, are essentially the same courses that we offer the in-class students as well. If you are local in the area, you can even attend those classes, which are regular scheduled times. But because they're recorded, you can take them at different times. So what I'd like to do today is I'd like to give you an overview of a new program, a new degreed program that we're offering, and this is the Master of Engineering in Chemical Energy Engineering. It's a new program, but the courses are tried and true. These are courses that we have taught over a number of years. We are just now recognizing the needs for this particular area of energy engineering and how chemical engineering is playing an important role in that. So we've created a specialized program for you that you might be interested in doing at the graduate level. As you can see from the slide, the nature of this program is it's an integrated Master of Engineering program. That means that this program allows you to build skills from many disciplines of engineering, not just chemical engineering and the basic sciences and math, which is more core to chemical engineering itself, but also looking at other programs that are offered in mechanical engineering, integrated systems, industrial engineering, as you pull those together. And through this presentation, I'll talk to you about some of those programs as well. The mission of the program is really, as it's described in the second paragraph here on the slide, is to really help you develop professional, practical skills to be able to practice in these particular areas, solving global challenge problems that we have today throughout the world in energy. A little background on what the graduate program at Lehigh really does offer and what's really involved. It's an integrated curriculum, as I've talked about. It includes theory as well as practical experience. So this is an opportunity to really get more in depth in some of the basic sciences and understand the technology, the fundamentals of the technology, so you can go and develop applications that'll provide this. It's a form of lifelong learning. Those that are taking these programs already have an undergraduate degree, and you're simply building those skills through your experience by taking these different programs. And the intention is to really develop deeper insights that you can apply in real-world applications. So the emission requirements, I know many of you have questions about the emission requirements. This is a short list of this. For the Masters of Engineering distance program, the pre-tests are not required, so the GREs are not required for this particular program. But what is required is you must already have an undergraduate degree. You had to have done fairly well in it to be ready for the master's program, so you need to have a GPA of 3.0 or better to be accepted into this program. And the last 2 semesters are the most important. That's when you've taken more of the core courses in the particular program you have, and we're looking for a 3.0 in that as well. If you do not have an undergraduate degree in chemical engineering, that does not exclude you from this program. In fact, this program is well suited for related science or technical undergraduate degrees. We do have a couple of bridging courses that might be required depending on what your undergraduate experience has been. In particular, if you do not have the chemical engineering degree, we have a course which is the fundamentals of chemical engineering, and it covers the basics of the transport processes, thermodynamics, and reaction engineering. You'd be required to take that. That course would not count towards the degree requirements, but it would be a bridge to get you into those programs. Depending on the math background that you have, it's a fairly mathematically intensive program. There's also a bridging course that we have in mathematics, primarily around calculus and differential equations. So the degree requirements, they're posted on the website. I'd encourage you to go and look at the website and study this in more detail. I have a link for that at the very end of this presentation. But it's a 31 credit hour program of graduate level courses. Those are, in our nomenclature, courses that are at the 300 or 400 level. And then there are certain requirements that you have to have in core courses and courses within chemical engineering and the basic engineering courses. I've listed here on the slide the core courses that are required to do this. The most important core course is a course that's specifically focused on energy, its issues and technology. It's a very pervasive course around current contemporary issues we face globally with energy. Chemical engineering, thermodynamics, reaction engineering, transport processes, those are the courses that you would get a prelude to that in the bridge course if you haven't had chemical engineering. If you have had chemical engineering and have a degree in chemical engineering, this would be a much more in-depth study around those important areas. And then, of course, mathematical methods, which is a numerical methods and analysis course, is part of the core requirements. After that, there's many elective courses that you can take at the 300 and 400 level. I didn't put them on a slide because there's just a lot of courses that you can choose from. This is a degree that you can really tailor to your own particular needs and your own particular interests. I'd encourage you once again to look at the website. I'll show you a link at the end where you can go and see what those additional courses are. They're listed on the website. So I'd like to talk a little bit about, we've talked a little bit about the nature of the program and what's required to do the program. Some of the important qualities that chemical engineers or chemical energy engineers need to have to be successful in this particular area are really the following. So analytical skills are really important. Chemical energy engineering is all about understanding the fundamentals of science and applying that to solve global energy problems. Analytical skills are really important. Clearly, we're faced right now where we do have a lot of dilemmas, a lot of global challenges in the worldwide distribution of energy and generation of energy systems, that it requires a lot of creativity, a lot of ingenuity on how to look at these problems as well. Next most important, by the way, these are not in any particular order other than alphabetical. The next important quality that's really needed is engineering is a team sport. No engineer solves all these grand challenges by themselves. That's why it's a multidisciplinary field. So interpersonal skills, the ability to work with other people, to collaborate and things, and those skills are very, very important. Quite frankly, the distance program will help you develop those because those collaboration skills require an extra degree of emphasis if you are a distance student. How do you interact through blogs and the web interfaces and group conferences as a distance student? And that will serve you very well because that's the way engineering is done today. It's done through globally integrated teams. Certainly problem-solving skills, that's what we're doing as engineers, is we're out solving problems. And tenacity is the last that I put on the list, alphabetically. And tenacity means that to be a good chemical energy engineer requires a lot of drive and a lot of fortitude, not to give up, to constantly look ahead and persevere. So what are the career opportunities after taking a program like this? Because it's a multidisciplinary field, there are many types of extensions that you can go into. But these are some of the ideas of things that you can look at. There's many careers that really range from basic scientific research to large-scale plant operations. This program can actually propel you if you want to go on later in life and pursue a doctorate degree. This will give you a lot more rich basic engineering skills that'll be appropriate for that. And then I have a list here of careers that are open. These are very generic to solve current energy problems, but things in basic and applied research, process development, and the engineering of process systems. Engineering services, working for one company that services many other companies. Okay. Project management, the ability to put together plans and procedures of large-scale projects that will require significant capital investment and will go on for many, many years, and the planning skills that are needed to do that. In plant operations, working in manufacturing and engineering management. Business management, taking more of the business side, more of a strategic business planning approach to projects that need to be developed, technologies that need to be developed, and then managing those things to fruition to create value for society. Certainly can be an independent consultant and work in an area of specialty that you might have that comes out of some of the things that you study in this program. Or entrepreneurship. You might be interested in starting your own business and wherever that might take you if that is something that interests you. I would like to mention that there's related engineering degree programs that we have. We have programs in biological chemical engineering, and we also have chemical engineering as well. The biological chemical engineering program obviously is more for biomedical or bioengineering type applications, and chemical engineering is the generic chemical engineering type programs. The chemical energy engineering program is a very specific area within chemical engineering, but it's multidisciplinary. It crosses over many, many areas. So here's the link. I would encourage you to go out to the website for more information. You can get the current tuition rates, you can get the application processes, you can apply for the program online. The URL is really easy to remember. It's simply distance.lehigh.edu. I am your academic advisor for the program. I would encourage you to contact me. You can probably the best way to contact me is on email, which is the very last email address on the slide, vince.grassi@lehigh.edu. From that, we can talk through email about your particular needs, answer any particular questions, and if you want, we can schedule a phone conversation. If you'd like, you can try the phone number, and if I'm there, I'll pick up and be very happy to talk to you. So thank you very much for your time. I hope this was a useful introduction. At this point, I'd like to see if anybody has any questions.
Yes, we do. We have a few.
Okay.
One is there a research component or a lab component with this particular degree?
Okay. So the question is there a research component for this degree? The answer is no. There is not a research component. This is not a Master's of Science program, which is typically done with a thesis. It would be difficult to set up a research program because you need to use our laboratory facilities. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of distance education. But with that said, the program is flexible. So as you proceed in the program, there might be a professor that is working on something that you're interested in, and maybe you could do independent study in a more in-depth area with that particular professor. But the direct answer is no. There's no specific research requirement.
And with regards to the chemical engineering degree, is it the same admission requirements as for the chemical energy engineering degree?
Okay. So in case people didn't hear that question, the question was, is the admission requirements the same for chemical energy engineering as it is for chemical engineering? The answer is they're very similar. Okay. The core courses are very, very similar. There's a lot of overlap. In fact, there's an extra core course in this program, the energy course. But so the admission requirements, the 3.0 requirement, an undergraduate degree, those are all the same. The difference in this particular program is the chemical engineering program is specifically designed for those that already have a chemical engineering degree or something very, very close to it. So if you have a chemistry degree or something in a more technical area, this would probably be a more appropriate place to do that because it's a multidisciplinary program.
Okay.
Anything else, Lisa?
I don't have, that was the only two.
Okay. I guess the only thing that I left out, and I don't know if anybody has the question, and that is the TOEFL requirement. I didn't talk about that. I probably should have mentioned that. I apologize. So if English isn't your first language, and many people that take this program are taking this from around the world, there is a TOEFL language requirement that's needed if English is not your first language.
Thank you, Vince.
Okay, thank you.
If you have any questions, certainly with regards to the program, admissions, please reach out to Vince and he could go ahead and point you in the right direction. As far as the admission deadlines, tuition, any of that information, certainly you can go ahead and look on our website. We have 3 entry points for admission, spring, summer, and fall. And so for the next semester would be spring, that would be in January. So I would encourage you that if you are interested in applying for that spring semester to please go on our website, take a look again at the application. It is an online application, and you will find all the instructions that you would need there as far as signing on, getting a user account, and then our office, Deb Dagenhart, she works with our student prospects. We can go ahead and advise you along your way before you submit to that application, and if there's any other documents, referrals, anything that you would need, certainly we can go ahead and assist you along the way. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day or evening schedule to be with us today. This will be recorded and available within about 2 days, and I could certainly go ahead and have that uploaded to our website and send you the email with that link attached to it. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.